Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MLB Deep Dive. Been getting a lot of great feedback from you guys, and a handful of questions were coming in that were very similar from one person to the next. So just decided, hey, you know what? Let's do an MLB Deep Dive. Call this thing a mailbag, and we'll just kind of cover the questions that I've been getting from you guys. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the main contributors to the content. My boy Ben. My boy Andrew, my boy Strider, and my boy, the real Angel King from the Manning community. Thank you guys for reaching out to me. I really appreciate all of the input that you guys have given me. And we'll just go through this. This is super long. I think this is the most PowerPoint slides I've ever done, probably close to 50. So what we'll do is we'll just break this up per theme, per topic. And I don't know how many segments this will be, but we'll just go one at a time. So welcome to the MLB Mailbag. This is my slightly above average, sometimes works MLB process and insight. Again, my disclaimer, don't do what I do. I don't want to get sued or anything, but all serious, just take whatever you have here and you like and make it your own. If you think this stuff sucks, then don't do it. If you gain one thing per segment, then that's a ton of progress. I just want to try to help you guys get better and not make some of the mistakes that I made. So we'll just go topic by topic. We'll cover stacking. We'll cover demos on how to build on Cruncher. We'll talk about how to identify which stacks, how to get the bats that you want. We'll talk about a whole load of things. So we'll just get into it and go from there. So first thing, the whole theme of this series is Rickey Henderson related. I don't know if you guys have seen the article. I can tweet it out, but there's an urban legend article on the internet about some crazy Rickey Henderson stories. So wanted to kick off each segment with a Rickey Henderson themed story. So I think it was a year he ended up playing with the Red Sox. Anyways, he called San Diego GM Kevin Towers and left the following message: "This is Rickey calling back on Rickey. Rickey wants to play baseball." We've talked about in the bankroll management videos that DFS is your business. So as the owner of the business, the president of the business, the CEO of your business, you really have to treat it as such. So we'll get into our first contribution from Andrew. He says, "Hey, I've been watching your YouTube videos and I'm really enjoying them. Thank you for that. I was just wondering how you project players' points on DraftKings and if you make your own projections. If so, could you help me out? Also, I love how you include Bible verses in your videos. Don't see that with most DFS sites, channels, and I really enjoy that." So thank you, Andrew. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, share that kind of feedback. And yeah, I'm a Christian, so I try to just be a great caretaker of everything that I am involved in and want God to bless my endeavors. So I try to do things that will honor and glorify Him. So that's why I try to instill some of the biblical wisdom that I've learned into my DFS process to just try to be as efficient as a player as possible. So as a CEO of your business, you have to delegate things. I still have a day job. A lot of you guys have day jobs. A lot of you guys, this is a hobby, and that's totally cool. Started out for a hobby as me. Started out as a hobby for me, and you just get a little bit better, and you start making a little bit of side income, and then you get to a point where DFS is out producing your day job, and then you can start phasing your hours spent on your day job to DFS or go part-time or work on an independent consulting basis. So if you've never been a business owner, DFS is a great way to learn how to do that in terms of keeping records of your profit and loss and all of the ways that you can make or bleed money. And we've talked about that in the bankroll management video. If you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. I did over an hour on it. I joke that I set the Guinness World Record for time spent on bankroll management from DFS. So one of the things as the owner of your business, you have to delegate things out. When I first started playing in DFS, I was doing a lot of my own projections, started out with basketball, did some for football, and I wasn't very good at it, probably very average, and nowhere near as good as the guys would be today based off of some of the sites out there that are just using straight up wizardry to come up with numbers. It's awesome. So it's like, why am I going to spend limited hours that I don't have on trying to do something that they've already done better than I have? So my answer to that would be hire a projection source. There's a lot of great ones out there. Find the ones that you like the most. Find the content providers that you trust the most. I always recommend going with guys that not only have been winning players, but are still winning players, or going with websites that just have a tremendous amount of accurate stuff. So with that in mind, with basketball, I do make my own projections, but the other sports I don't. And this is focused on baseball. So SaberSim, Daily Roto are the two that I subscribe to and use on a regular basis. It's phenomenal. The game-changing stuff that those guys do, if you can invest in one or both of those products and you can continually work on your baseball process, I guarantee at some point during the season you will go from a break-even losing player to winning player. I promise you. There's so many good people putting good things out there. Just latch on to the people that you like, pick their brains. I love talking about this stuff, so I really appreciate that you guys reach out to talk to me about something I'm talking about. If you want to get more exposure, let's say you love Max Scherzer and you want him in every lineup, you can lock him in or adjust the number to your preference. Just project him for 50 points. Who cares? He'll show up in all of your lineups. And again, we talked about some of the biblical principles. One of them that I'm really big on is stewardship. The better you take care of your business, the better results you're going to get. And if this is just a hobby, that's okay. But if you're tired of getting middling results and you want to take it to the next level, you have to treat it like a business. Otherwise, it's just a hobby. And this is something that I think about in every walk of life, and especially with DFS. Whoever can be trusted with very little can be trusted with much. Whoever is dishonest with little will be dishonest with much. And that is going back to our bankroll management, and that's why you have to start at the lower levels. If you can't win at the lower levels, you're not just going to magically win at the higher levels. Occasionally, you'll see somebody pop something big that they had no business winning, and that's great, but it's like winning the lottery. And most people that win the lottery win ruins their life. So a big GPP win is most likely going to ruin someone's DFS career who has not earned the sample size to have confidence in their process to know that it's repeatable. And then in terms of the honesty, I always try to be transparent with you guys, but honest with myself. When you first start playing DFS, it's entertainment. You're depositing 20, 50 bucks here. And, maybe you win and you tell some white lies to your friends and family member. Oh, yeah, double my money. And, it feels good. And then ultimately, if you're not honest with your results, you're just lying to yourself. And it's so funny growing up when you're in high school and stuff. And they're like, when you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. And it's like, whatever, dude, I don't want to run these laps anyway. I don't want to be a marathon runner. So, yeah, I ran 4 laps. But DFS, it's really the case. Like, if you're lying to yourself, you're really only hurting yourself. You need to know where you're making money. You need to know where you're bleeding money. You need to know what contests that you're doing well in, so you know where you have an edge and where the opportunity lies in exploiting that edge. So that'll wrap up the first segment of the mailbag. We have a ton to cover. Please come back for more, guys. See you on the next one.